Alright, I am going to delay this for a minute. I'm just going to tweet out the link right now. No one's watching, but they might be watching the replay later on. I'm just going to tweet it out now and say, can't find my pencils. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sit down. Oh, someone's already watching. Brilliant. Excellent stuff. I'm down. Good on me. Is the mic plugged in? Is it working? God, I hope so. Can you hear me? No one's watching. Good stuff. Let's find the YouTube link and tweet it out. 11:01. I'm running late. I don't like running late. Where's my account? Shuffle in. Live. Ooh, live. Look, it's me. Oh, good stuff. I should probably actually watch this on my phone just to see if I can hear myself. This is how the pros do it. Give me the... Test. Oh, that's a bit poppy, isn't it? Oh. Do I have to go and get the bloody windsock? Is that going to do anything? Probably not. Okay. Tweeting the link now. There's no one here. Good sign. Try and make friends with the friends you're close to. If you leave, I'm coming with you. Where life link in reply. That's how I talk. Bam, bam, choom. I'll wait for a few more people to come in before I start talking proper. It's a bit messy back there. Ah, it's Win. Hello. I've got a 0. I'm pointing up at something that only I can see. It says there's 0 people watching, so I was very surprised by that. Oh, 1. Here we go. Woo! Someone's here. Yeah, I just tweeted the link. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for many people to start popping up. What have you been up to, solitary viewer? Oh, shoot. Don't do jewelry. I'm trying to put on a thing. This morning, not much basically got out of bed. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, it's just morning for you. Trying to put on a necklace I was supposed to put on like 15 minutes ago. Whoa. I can't see a thing. There we go, that's alright. I am wearing a Rakshi pendant with a bloody keychain hook thingy because I can't go out and get a thing, the linky bits that they put on put on necklaces because COVID's closed everywhere. I've had this thing for like a year and a half. But every time I go out to go down to the jewelry shop, lockdown comes in and closes everything. The thing is, I'm not sure how many people are actually going to pop up to watch this. Can't imagine it'll be like heaps. I think my average is like 3. But that's for like the many hours one. This one's probably only going to be like an hour or 90 minutes or something. So I don't know how many people I'm going to get. Just going to keep chilling for a couple minutes. Maybe I might tweet it on my main. Get some of those people going. I'm not often able to make these someplace that I'll be able to tune in for at least a bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I decided to do a later one because every time I get up early for one, it's always like the Americans staying up really late and the Australians not wanting to get up early. And I don't know about all the other bloody, all the other countries. I don't know much about lots of time zones because most of my overseas friends do live in America. But yeah, it's always complicated trying to match it all up. I'm gonna tweet from my main account. Ooh, watch me. Great reference to a song. People, I wouldn't say people don't remember, but you'd hear it and go, "Oh yeah, watch me whip and or nay nay." Oh, no, hang on, didn't that guy go to prison for killing his cousin or something? Do I want to tweet that? I'm just gonna say, watch me stream. I'm gonna play it safe today. Ooh, watch me stream. Link in reply. It's not. Oh. Thing is, it still says 0 people watching, so I don't actually know if there is anyone watching. There could be millions. Don't think so. Probably not. But yeah, but there could be several people watching, and it's just not showing up for me. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know if you're the only one or not. So I'll tweet it from my main. I've got a couple people who follow me on there who don't follow me on my Bionicle account. I can't paste. Oh, I hate Twitter sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna close Twitter. This has been a great stream so far. 7 minutes of me going, does this stream work? So I don't know I don't know if this is gonna function well, how this is gonna go. It's freaking whack the dang studio stuff. It really doesn't show things right. What? Look. So I'm just gonna tweet something from my main account, and then I'm gonna come back to the chat in a second. Watch me stream. Should I type a C-bomb? Nah. Link in reply. Here we go. Paste. That's more like it. And now I'm going to look up the stream on my phone to see if there's anyone watching. I can't tell. I thought I would be able to tell. That's not good. Right. Okay, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, but I would have thought that, like, when you watch a YouTube video, it shows, like, whoever watched it. There's no YouTube there. It shows, like, however many people have viewed the video. You would think that they would have done the same thing with, like, live streams. Well, it's me. Check that out. Crazy stuff. Whoa. But also, yeah. Hi, Lemon. I didn't. It took me a second to sort of realize that you were here. But hello, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so I don't know how many people are actually here or not. But basically, what's gonna happen today is I'm gonna try and navigate this webcam thing I've got going on here. I'm gonna try and tilt it down and do some drawings and stuff. Just sort of have a bit of a chat with people. I'm gonna announce a thing. Oh, a thing. Good, big news for people who are fans of things. And yeah, just sort of have a bit of a chill time. I've streamed in the past, and I'm gonna hold my drink away from the microphone as I open it. Good stuff. Maybe I should hold it towards it. It always makes a good sound. I love that sound. Like when you open a can. There's one song, Sober Coaster by Betty Ray's, and it ends with the sound of someone cracking open a beer can. It's just got a great sound. Sorry, I just heard a noise. The window over there, my dog is outside it. So she might jump up at some point, like just peer over, looking at. My phone is vibrating on the table, peering over the llama light thing, all my Megatrons, all my flash, all my ship in a bottle, all my glitter lamp. Check it out, glitter lamp. Whoa! I've got a lava lamp over that side, but it's broken because the bulb burst and I couldn't replace it because stores are closed. COVID. Woo. I'm glad I'm healthy. Might not be able to post much in chat as I've got to work on some stuff, but rest assured that I'm still watching. I'll try to comment chat another time. That's fine. I'm just gonna be like, because the view or the watching counter doesn't apparently work. I'm just going to assume that there's 1,000 people watching at all times. So yeah, don't feel too bad about it. Little lamps are great. Look at that. Like, that is so far away that it's like 4 pixels, but it still looks good. Like, you can barely see anything else along there. But that looks nifty. I'm trying so hard to point. I'm really like craning my neck trying to figure out what looks good. I'm just gonna check my phone, see if that was someone talking about tuning into the live stream. Oh, it's a Discord message from you, Lemon, saying congratulations. Thank you. I'm very happy. Not many people. I've said that to people like online, and they've been like, "Oh, awesome." And then I said it to my mum over dinner today, and she rolled her eyes and made her look at my sister, and they both laughed at each other. So, good stuff. Always assume an audience. Yeah, it's better to assume an audience than assume that you're alone. Did we get too real there? I'm sorry. So yeah, now the issue with me drawing today is that I've got my book that I draw. I've got like a heap of them that I've just filled up. You guys want to see some cool sketches? I'm going to try and hold it in such a way because there's some stuff in here that I don't like people to see. Secret stuff. Oh, that was me trying to solve a letter scramble puzzle on at a 10 Cats Does Countdown. That was me trying to draw a logo. That went nowhere. I'm still working on it. No, don't. I'm not leaking the NSFW art. I've got a very specific way that I like to draw people sometimes, that people have described as a blend of Cyanide and Happiness and Pop Tropica, and I don't know if that's good or not. This is Adrian Chase Vigilante from DC Comics. The best vigilante. Suck on that, Greg Saunders. This conversation is for no one. No one cares. This is Mr. Miracle. If I make a face like that, just assume it's something I'm not showing on stream. That was me starting to draw my own design for Grimlock, the Autobot Transformer. I have a lot of things that I start to draw and then just give up on. This is Drill Sergeant from Skylanders. This was a start of a design for Devastator from Transformers, but I gave up on that design. There's not heaps in here, really. Also, I've got. You'll see the Mount Mount Volmai poster there. It's from the Bionicle Travel posters that an artist was making on Redbubble. I'm trying to remember their name. Salt Slam on Redbubble. Before Lego swooped in and took them all down. And I mean, not all of them, took 3 of them down. So I never ended up getting the Barra Magna one. But I've only got 3 up because I ran out of pins. And I set up the thing and I was like, oh, that can only see the Void Nui one anyway, so that's fine. With all my pages coming through in lumps instead of individually. This is one that I've posted on my main account before. It's that meme, but it's the Transformers Windblade and Chromia. I'm a bad artist. Oh, hey, Lucas. Hey, Lucas. I see you around the Twitter sphere. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really want the beach one because it's gorgeous. Is that the Garwahi one? That's the one. That was the first one I got, the Garkora one up there. It's really nice. So I got that one, and then Lego took. No, I got that one, and then I got the Metro Nui one, and then Lego took a bunch down, and I got the other 3 that I could because I would. Yeah, but the issue is, I've tweeted about this before, but the Garkoro one is a different kind of fabric. It's like a different sort of material to the rest. So it's more like papery, where the rest are a bit glossier. And it's also about 3 millimeters different in size, which is enough to set me off. Like, it really frustrates me to look at it. Yeah. Rendering my progress on Udaka, so I'm watching an extra currency 144p. That's entirely possible. That's Australian internet. I'm hooked up to the NBN, the National Broadband Network, which the Australian government has spent millions of dollars and decades setting up, and it's really not that good. But they made a big deal about it. You might hear voices. I've got like 5 other people in the house. I'm doing this at night. They're watching Black Panther, so it's mostly quiet. They're not like running around screaming or whatever. I'm trying to find some other stuff I can show you guys, or you people, you lot. I don't know. I'm trying to phase out you guys. It's difficult though. It's very much hardwired into my brain. There's not really much else in here. Mr. Miracle already showed him. Let's just skip past them. I don't know if that was visible on stream, but I'm gonna close that one. Sort of a vague. That one is my design of a version of Heretic. It's sort of like a combination of the Arkham Knight, Heretic, and a couple of other characters. Here's the Flash. Yeah. Basically, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be drawing some Bionicles. I'm going to try and draw the Telemata in like sort of a bit of a cartoony sort of style. Just have a bit of fun with it. It's chill. The issue I'm finding, I don't think I said it. I started the stream about a minute late because I'll see. I haven't finished that drawing and never will. I started the stream a minute late because I was looking for my pencils. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how low that was. I don't know where I put them. I put them in a green bag. I don't know where that is. So before I start drawing, what I might have to do is just like scurry about on the floor. I've really got no idea where they could be. I've set myself up in the corner here, behind the desk, behind the Bionicles. There's Huki Anika's back. Inika, whatever you call him. I've called him Anika for too long to change now. You can see the Axelara just sort of there. Boop, boop, boop. And behind it is Mazika. See his pasty little frame. I'll see if the tweets are getting any likes, because that'll sort of tell me if people are tuning in or not. Anyway, yeah, bag hunt. I'm not punching Yuki. He's a nice boy. I really like the Toa and Inika. I think I prefer the sound of Inika. I really like the Toa and Inika. They're samey and they're all sort of clone builds, and they pioneered a building system that maybe the later years leaned on a bit much, but they're really solid builds, and they've got pretty good color schemes. Because like Jella, the dark orange, and then like the dark red, and then like the translucent orange. The translucent colors pop so much. I love it, especially when you put them in light, and it's like they've got like the silhouette of the opaque bits with like the translucent colors popping through. Oh, so good. And like Harley's dark blue and white, brilliant. Like they look so good. Oh, sorry, I light up the sword or the laser axe. Look at that with that frame rate. It looks like it's just constantly lit up. Oh, good stuff, isn't it? 2006 was was so great. I only got like three. Yeah, I got 3 Toa at the time. I'm so glad I went back and got all 6 with my tax return from like 2019. Ugh. Good stuff. So what I might do, I'm going to scurry around on the ground. If anyone tunes in and goes, "Where's Bonk?" Be sure to let them know that Bonk is face down, ass up, trying to dig under his bed, look for some pencils and texts and whatever. The thing is, what I do is I'd like to draw with a pencil, like a grey lead, a 2H grey lead is my specific thing. I'm not an artist, so I don't like. I keep looking at myself in the camera. I should be looking at the camera. I've got I prefer 2Hs, just because I think I just got used to using them, and now I get like annoyed if I can't find a 2H. And I generally then after I've done that, I'll go over it with a black fine liner, and then I'll color in the colors with textures. And that's just my system. I don't really know. I think I did it in high school when I was just doodling in class, and that's sort of stuck. Alright, so I'm going to go looking for the bag. You're going to immediately realize how messy my room is when I start traipsing about like a daddy long legs on a hot plate. But yes, I'm going to crawl around, and I'll be back in hopefully like a minute or so. Yeah. Also, I need a new swivel chair because this one, the wheels just don't work. And I'm afraid if I like sit down too hard, I'm just going to go clunk into the ground. It's going to be like that GIF, like with the guy where he sits down on the seat on the TV show, and like the seat drops in, and like the rod of the seat. Yeah, you've seen that one. All right, I'll be right back. Oh. I'm gonna lift the mattress and see if I can look through the slats under the bed. For sale. Buy now. Can't see anything. I'm not buying your Thunderwing. Thunderwing? Thundercracker, thank you very much. Jeez. Kids these days. Alright, there's a dabbing emote? Jesus. Jeez. Did it. I'm the greatest. I'm just checking the notifications. But by the way, the reason I tweeted the like the one tweet and then like the second tweet in the like with the link in the replies is because Twitter suppresses tweets with links because it doesn't like people leaving its platform, I guess. Fair enough. I don't know. Good stuff. You can tell by the look on my face it looks like I want to die. Good stuff. Yeah, before I go on, before I do the drawing or whatever, just a reminder to everyone that I'm selling some stuff. And so far I've had 0 offers. I'm pointing up there, but 1, you can't see, and 2, it's disassembled. There's like only like a portion of it left. The Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle, I'm selling that for 400 Australian dollars, which is like, I think it's, how much is that in American? I think it's like maybe 270. I don't know. It's cheap. I got it for 650. I'm also selling the Ultron Edition Hulkbuster. It's like the UCS Hulkbuster for 180 Australian dollars. So I'm not trying to get like real intense in your face. I'm trying to shuffle this seat forward. And I'm also selling iGear, the iGear, what are they called, fighter team. So I've got Lightning here, who is their third-party Masterpiece style Thundercracker. Also got Destroyer, who is their Skywarp. And I've got Traitor, who is their Starscream. I'm selling them for $75 each, or I think it was like $200 for the lot. I don't remember. Find the link. I tweeted about them. I'm probably going to end up putting them on eBay pretty soon. I've got some other stuff I was going to sell. I'm trying to remember what it was. I might be selling the Ultimate Collector Series Helicarrier. Just because it just takes up so much space. It's so big. And I've just put it like It's on the bottom shelf of this shelf here, so it's like right next to the bed. You can barely even see it. It's just there just because I had to put it somewhere. I like it, but it doesn't spark joy. I might as well just dump it. I'd rather get some money than just put it in the collection. It's probably about it for now. But yeah, so that's just a reminder, everyone. I want to buy some third-party masterpiece style Transformers, or just some big Lego sets and big nice display pieces. There was something else. I'm sure there was something else. I'm not selling the. I've got the Death Star up there, the 2016 one. I'm not selling that, no matter how big and unwieldy and dumb it is. It's like the original 2008 one was like a grail since I was a kid, and getting the 2016 one was like, it meant so much. And I don't know, I really, really like it. It's always going to hold that special spot in my heart. I really like it. Anyway, so I'm going to try and work out how to set up my drawing station here, and people can start asking questions for me to answer. Oh, it's getting weird. Well, wait, this is a cool shirt. It was made by, I don't know how to pronounce the name. That's the issue. It's like Wixhael. Wixhael? Wixhael. They've got a YouTube channel where they're trying to talk about their interests, which is mostly like the movie G-Force. And also like they've got a really good video about hose ricks. They've got, and you might know them as Bionicle Nerd. But yes, it's super nice. They made this shirt. They had it on Redbubble. I bought it a while ago, and I was intending on wearing it for a video, and I was kind of like spruiking, like, go buy it, guys. It's great. Go buy it, people. It's great. But then Lego swept in there and took a bunch of Bionicle stuff down, including this shirt. So I bought it. Was like, yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? But yeah, like, thanks for the shirt. Like, thanks for making this shirt. It's really cool. And then I just never told anyone about it, and then it got taken down. So if you're watching Bionicle Nerd, I'm just gonna say Bionicle Nerd because I don't know. I've been meaning to ask you. We've been mutuals for like a year and a half. How to pronounce it? Wexiel, I think. Wexiel? Is it Wexiel? Are you watching Wexiel? Let me know. DM me. Should I DM you now? I'll see. I think yeah. I don't know. But yeah, if you are watching, sorry about that. Sorry about never telling anyone to get the shirt when they could. The design was called Canon to Me, which, like, yeah, it's a great design. I love Good Guy 06. He's not the best Good Guy. That's Good Guy 08 for sure. Oh, I was gonna grab him off the shelf, but I don't have him anymore. I took him apart to rebuild Tanma. It's not equal exchange, is it? Tanma is not as good as Good Guy 08. I'm trying to find an empty page. Why? I did it because I want to get, like, my dream is to get a complete Bionicle collection, at least of, like, pardon me, at least of the like the build sets. Like, I don't want to, painstakingly recreate the little tubs or whatever, like, the 500 pieces of creature parts. What does that mean? What are creature parts? Every Bionicle part's a creature part if you know what you're doing. But yeah, I want to have like all the proper sets up, sort of just on a shelf, lined up, because maybe that's when I'll finally be happy. But yeah, so I took apart. I would like to have all the poly bags, the good guys and bad guys, and weapon functions or shooter functions, whatever they're called, all lined up there with them one day. The only thing similar to that I do have is a Gil, the Akim's Eagle from G2. Bought him on eBay for like $10 shortly after he came out. Or she. Well, I don't know what. I don't think they ever sort of. I think they refer to all the creatures as it. I don't know. I guess they're like gods. I don't really know. Anyway, but yeah. So that's why I took apart Good Guy 08. I started to draw Lurantis. I like Lurantis. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Ultra Moon recently, because I just remembered I like Pokemon, and I really like Ultra Moon. Well, I like Gen. I like the Gen 7 games. I liked Sun and Moon. Well, I liked Moon, but I sort of was left with a bad impression of Ultra Moon, if for no other reason than it was like the first 75% were the same game as Moon, and it only came out a year later. So I'm playing Ultra Moon again now because it's got more than Moon, and it's now that I'm sort of removed from Moon, I might enjoy it a bit more. And so far I have been. I've been loving it. I've been playing like a ghost type challenge. So far all I've got is a I got the starter Rowlet, and I got it to a Dartrix, and I've got a Drifloon, and that's sort of what I'm going with so far. I intend on getting a Mimikyu, a Jellicent, a Palisand, and another one. What was the other one I was going to have? No, I was going to get a Marowak and a Alolan Marowak. So that's going to be a cool ghost type team. A Gil was a fantastic add-on kit. It was one of those things where you'd think that it was like a wide release one. It's so wild that it wasn't, because it was such a good little set. Like, it came with a little thing so you could put it came with his shield on his hip when he was holding a Gil, and it's so small, and it's just a few pieces. But it's got the fold out wings on ball joints. It's got the little mixel jointed head. It's brick built. It's got such a good little thing. I really like a Gil. My favorite Pokemon are +1 and Rayquaza and Deoxys. News flash. Yeah, I watched Destiny Deoxys like 400 times. I watched Destiny Deoxys once, I think, but I really like Destiny Deoxys. That was what got me to like Deoxys. I sort of have a fondness for Gen 3 Pokemon, because that Gen 3 was when I sort of started getting interested in Pokemon, because my cousins had it, and Gen 4 was when I started playing. So that's why the Gen 4 games are my favorite, but the Gen 3 Pokemon mostly my favorite, because they had like a big Pokedex thing with every Pokemon, and I was obsessed with like scouring through, and that's why I loved the Reggie so much, because they were like, there was all these creatures, and then there was like these robots made out of metal and ice and stone, and I was like, whoa, because I like robots. Of course I do. The thing is, robots for sale, $75 each, Australian dollars. It's like 50 American dollars. Come on, that's a leader class price. Come on, I love Regigigas. I love Regieleki. I love Regidrago. I love them all. I'm the only person on Earth who genuinely really likes Regigigas, because most people think it looks bad and is bad in game, and for the most part it is. I don't know. I really like it because it's useful for the first 5 turns, useless for the first 5 turns, and that's really all the Pokemon's in battle for usually. Good stuff. Anyway. Looking through a lot of empty pages here. I'm trying to find a good one. Here we go. Empty page. Now, how am I going to set this up? Whoa, don't look at the messy room. Now there. Ghostbusters. That's a weird angle. I bought that set from a friend of mine who used to live in to this town who no longer does. I bought it from a completely assembled. So I have the Ghostbusters Firehouse headquarters, this enormous set, and I didn't build it. I bought it fully built and just never, I got that one in the Sandcrawler, the UCS one. UCS? Was it UCS? Was it just real big? That 2014 Sandcrawler, the good one, the one everyone likes. Sorry, this is like real dodgy looking. Oh, we had a good frame rate for a second there. Don't look at all of that. So I'm just trying to look around and see what. Oh, there's a good frame rate over here. And then it drops again. That's good. It's good in the light. That's weird. There's the Death Star. I think the camera's making noise. Anyway, I'm going to try and position this. Yeah, it's going to be upside down. Oh, frig. It's going to be upside down. So sorry about that. But I'm going to be shuffling around or whatever anyway. How's that? Is that good? It's not good. None of this is good. Yeah. Go back in there. IKEA. Transformers. Here's my bag. It's a green reusable bag from Woolworths. The fresh food people. There's a fine liner. Do I have a lamp? Oh yeah, I forgot lighting. I should go get a lamp. I'm gonna go get a lamp. Right back. I'm going to get a lamp. Lucky you're here, Lemon, because I'm back in Pog form, in Poggers form. Okay. Do you have a lamp? Moth, of course, I'm the best company. Did you ask if I have a lamp specifically for moth-related reasons? Got a big tube of Cadbury eggs that I'm moving out of the way. I should have eaten them at Easter, but I did not, because I'm a big kid. I'm a big kid now. There we go. Let there be light. Ooh, is that better or worse? There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's blinding me. I've got the world's brightest bulb in there. We got it for my nephew's nightlight, but we had to swap bulbs because it was lighting up like his entire bedroom and the entire hallway. It's so powerful. This is a very dirty pencil case. Yeah, I might just bring up the stream. Oh, free. I'll bring up the stream on my phone just to see how it looks. Oh, new subscriber. Thank you, Lucas, for subscribing. How's it look? Oh, I've got some strobing lights, some strobing lines going through. I'm going to put my hand here, see what the delay is. Okay, that's weird. What if I tilt it? Did that do anything? No. I'm afraid I'm going to melt the paint on the wall. All I'm doing is making it darker while leaving the strobing effect of the lights. This is the struggles of someone who uses traditional sort of methods of drawing, because you can't just load up with something on a screen or whatever. You've got to position a camera hanging over, and then yeah. The frames are really weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to make it better. I've been doing this for 45 minutes. Jesus. I should probably get into the announcements pretty soon. Do I have a 2H pencil? I've got a lot of 2Bs. Where's the bag? Maybe no lamp. Maybe no lamp. I'll have a look. Bam. It's a bit dimmer, but I think it sort of corrects itself. Let's check the stream. If I lean over the thing, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Well, a bit in the corner. That's fine. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. We'll see. I'll put my phone here. Can you see what's sort of on the desk to the side? Because to the side here, I've got the Batcave set from 2018 or something, 2018 or 2019. Just because I had nowhere else to put it, because I can't put it up there yet because I'm still taking apart the Lego Hogwarts. Aha! 2H pencil, and it's sharp. All right. So, we can turn this into a Q&A if people want to ask some questions. I'm mostly going to be drawing from memory. So yeah, have that. Draw Tahu's how first. This is how I draw. It's real, sort of sketching sort of thing. This is where I draw the eyes. I do big round eyes and then sort them out a bit later. Where's my eraser? Oh God, do I have an eraser? And I will find comfort in my pain. Eraser. I like that Ed Sheeran song. Sue me. I don't know if there's a thing people have against Ed Sheeran. I don't know. I reckon he's fine. I reckon his music's fine. I don't know if he's a bad dude. Did you see that? The whole stream shook when I was erasing. Good stuff. No eraser mode go. I'll probably try and keep the erasing to a medium. To a medium? What does that mean? To a minimum. That looks awful. Wow. I don't know what's going on here. I think I tried to draw it on an angle, and it's just the angle is not working. I'm going to try and be real careful there. I still don't know how many people are actually watching. Started stream 8 minutes ago. Doubtful. Press X to doubt. One watching. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I'm not really, yeah. A thing where you tweet about something personal and then someone retweets it. And you're like, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know if everyone needs to know about this. I'm still here. Yeah, yeah. No. I didn't believe that you'd abandoned me when I was just like, yeah, I got no idea what YouTube thinks is going on. I tried to show the thing, but all I had was an ad when there was a tweet underneath from Hasbro, a video beneath from Hasbro Pulse, trying to get me to watch G1 Transformers. Sorry, should I not have retweeted this? No. Not the live stream's not what's it called? Not personal. No, it was something on my personal account. I kind of did like a big rant. I kind of did a big rant about something that's been going on in my family, and someone retweeted it, and I was like, does this apply to anyone? Like, this is just like a feud, like within the family. Like, yeah. I don't hold it against them, but I'm just kind of like, what is this? Who is this for? Like, yeah. Doesn't look. There's something about it. I think it's the eyes. I might have to just leave the eyes for now. I'll just do the pump the table. I'll do the rest of the mask, and then I'll just sort of come back to the eyes a bit later when I've got a bit more sorted out. I like to do the sort of movie things where they've got like the bottoms of the they've got like instead of having a mouth hole, they've got like a proper hole into their mouth, which now that I say it out loud sounds dumb, but there's not like the blank sort of thing behind the hole where there's like you can actually see their mouth and there's like nothing for the chin, so it's sort of like looks like a cowl. I kind of like that idea, and I sort of like to do that when I'm drawing characters if I want them to emote. If you're looking for Q&A questions, thoughts on Victory Saber? Yeah, that's pretty wicked, isn't it? For those not in the know, either here or watching the stream later, Hasbro just revealed a new HasLab crowdfunded project. The Transformers Victory characters, Victory Leo and Star Saber, who then can combine into Victory Saber. And like I stayed up until 1 a.m. to watch that live stream. Sorry, mate. Something is falling down next to me, which I'm going to say, and you're going to laugh. It's a a katana. It was from a Deathstroke costume from Halloween a few years ago. Yeah, because I was studying the blade. But yeah, so they revealed it, and it was like this. I stayed up to watch the live stream, and I've not watched Victory because it's one of those things where it was a Japanese only, a Japan release anime. And apart from the fact that the only anime I've ever watched is the Pokemon anime, it's not something that I've really sought out, especially considering I've still not watched most Transformers stuff. I'm still working my way through Prime, Cyberverse, and Beast Wars all at once. But I was like, I knew who Star Saber was. I've sort of heard a lot about him. I've read about him a bit, and then I've also read More Than Meets the Eye, which has a very different version of Star Saber. So I've sort of know a lot about him. I don't know much about Victory Leo. I'm sort of not sure about the thing. Whether I want it or not, because it looks so cool. And even if you're not like a massive Victory fan, like people that I know, like they don't know Transformers a lot. They walk into a room and they'll see like an Optimus Prime a bit. Oh, that's Optimus Prime, and they'll see like a big Scorponok, and they'll go, oh, that's a big robot. That looks cool. So they wouldn't know Star Saber, but also they'd look at him and go, that's an awesome, like a sort of Japanese, like a almost mecha looking, like it's got a really cool design. Star Saber does. Again, I'm not talking about
Victory Leo very much, because he very much, because of how iconic Star Saber is and how big he is in the franchise, I sort of think of Victory Leo as like the booster to Star Saber's Turbo Man, where it's just sort of, he's just there and he's not as good. Like, he's not bad, but he's just, no one likes him because he's next to Star Saber, and Star Saber's way cooler. So yeah, I'm not sure if I do want to end up getting him eventually. I think it's going to be one of those things where I go, no, I don't need it, and then I see the color images, because all we've seen are the grey prototypes. Well, I'll see like the color images and go, oh, he does look good. So yeah, I'm probably going to leave it to cool off for a while before I sort of start really considering it. But yeah, it looks super cool. Yeah, that's pretty much my full opinions on Victory Saber. Yeah, I feel like if it was just Star Saber and it was cheaper, I'd probably go in on it. I wouldn't say that the fact that Victory Leo was in it is holding me back, but I think the fact that Victory Leo is bumping up the price is sort of what's holding me back from it a bit. I don't know. He was in Transformers Galaxies. I kind of liked him there. I could always put him next to Ultra Magnus. I probably wouldn't keep him combined if I did have him. I'd probably have Star Saber on his own, sort of up. Yeah, like next to Optimus, and then I'd have Victory Leo sort of off to the side with Magnus or something. That was a good comic, Transformers Galaxies. But yeah, I think my thing is, because I'm learning that an autistic person should be careful when deciding to adopt new special interests this late in life, because I had Bionicle, I had Pokemon, I had DC, and to a lesser extent Marvel. I had Star Wars, and I started to push out Harry Potter, and then I took on Transformers, and now because I'm like 21 and I'm becoming obsessed with the toys and the comics and the movies and the TV shows, and I'm trying to absorb as much media as I can and buy all these toys, and I'm just drowning in this one franchise. And I've spent so much time sort of dedicated to it now, and I feel like I'm neglecting the other stuff. I think it's going to change pretty soon. I've got the I want to start collecting Bionicle again. I'm probably going to start with masks. I'd like to go on Bricklink and get 1 or 2 masks, maybe. I did that wrong. 1 or 2 Kanohi, because I've got the. I'm pointing behind me. You can't see any of this. On my bed, I've got my sort of frame of all of my masks. I've got all the. I want to at least get all of the Toamata's masks in their colors. And I think the fact that I've got the orange the orange Cow, is sort of it's sort of encouraging to me, because that one's like the hardest one to find from what I've seen. And the fact that I was able to get it in just like a bulk order on eBay, that was like, that was a piece of luck that I just do not get ever. And I know that the rest of the Cow are like probably equally rare and equally expensive. I think the white Cow is quite difficult to find. And then after that, I've still got to get the green Cow, the red Cow, and the black Cow. So yeah, there's a lot more still to get, and that's just the Cows. Cow. What's the plural? I think it's just Cow. And then yeah, I've still got to get all the Miru and the Picari and whatever. I've learned to just kind of be content with my digital. The clear Cow is a bit rarer, but the orange one is definitely the second rarest, for whatever reason. Yeah, oh great, that's annoying. I thought I'd gotten the rarest one. Oh god. What's the white one going for in Bricklink? I'm gonna have a look. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just I'm gonna have a look. Oh, hang on a second. I'm not tilting up the theme so you can't see my my code. I trust you all. You've sent Lemon. You've sent me what? What have you sent me, Lemon? I like the Reggies. I've said that. So I'm just gonna look on Bricklink because it's related to the conversation at hand. Bricklink.com. Everyone, look at how awkwardly I type on my phone. Oh, it's midnight. Nice. Look at the Australian internet. Am I logged in? No. No, not Kaukai. Cow. No, not Kahuka. What the hell's Kahuka? Was that a... Yeah, King Kahuka. Yeah, it was a pirate's character. I thought so. I was going to say, is that who it is? But no, that's Archu. But I think Archu's a separate one. I've been getting back into working on my mask collection recently. After a few recent Bricklink purchases, I'm only missing 3 masks from 01 to 03, not counting misprints. Oh, that's pretty good. Especially with the Kanohi Nuva. Like, I've heard that the silver Kanohi Nuva are a proper pain to track down. Trans clear, there's 18 on here on Bricklink as opposed to the 11 orange. So that's a good sign so far, but how much are they? Ooh. Jesus Christ. 82 Australian dollars is the cheapest one. Oh my God. And they just go up. Oh my God. 321 is the most expensive. Who's paying that, dude? I mean, who's paying 81? But I mean, yeah. Oh my God. That is... Oh. How am I going to get that? I'm going to have to start looking at a lot more eBay bulk orders and Googling Bionicles specifically. Unfortunately, one of the ones I'm missing is the Silver Akakuna, but yeah. That'd be clear prices are ridiculous. I've heard that there's fewer of them out there because people use them to dye them other colors. Yeah, I suppose that'd be it. If they're the easiest ones to paint or recolor. I'm just gonna have a look. What are the other colors worth at the moment? What's the trans black like? $12. Oh, that's all right. I mean, everything's all right compared to $80. Trans green. I think I'm doing the back wrong. 23. That's not good, but it's not bad. Here we go. Just do it up here. I haven't used Bricklink in a while. I'm probably not going to be going for like the trans light blue or the trans yellow. What's the other one? Red. Trans red. 16. See, they're not. The rest aren't that bad. I think masks have sort of fluctuated in price, and now the Bionicle's a bit more in than it was a few years ago when I first started the collection. I'm just going to have a look, just more by curiosity, what the orange is like. Orange is 56. That's not good. That's not a good price, but it's better than 86. Whew. Jeez. That is so much. Oh my God. Oh, that is rough stuff. That really hit me like a bullet. Oh, that was so much. Oh, how am I gonna get one of them? The sad thing is, I'm probably gonna end up copping that price sooner or later. You don't want to make Toamata Takanufa with all the yellow masks. Ooh. That's a good. That actually sounds quite cool. I'd like that sort of stuff. I don't think I would end up doing it. I'm not really big on mocking, especially at the moment, because all of my Bionicle stuff's at my dad's house. And a few of my system sets, I've still got like the Saturn V rocket there, which is unfortunate. I'd like to put it over here. Where's my hand? Yeah. Where my hand is. Hello. This is where I'd probably put it. Just sort of in the back corner of my little office corner here. But yeah, so I've got like all of my Bionicle parts are at my dad's. All of my Bionicle full sets are here. And I don't want to go and get my Bionicle parts until I've put away all my system parts. Like I've sorted them all into little drawers and stuff. Excuse me. But yeah.
So I'm trying to stretch at the moment.
Right. Now I'm going to put my phone over there. I do like that sort of those sorts of things where people will like take a toa and then put them in like the aesthetic of a different sort of team of toa. That always kind of tickles my fancy. Unfortunately, I need to drop off now. This was fun. I wish I would go back and catch the rest later. Don't feel pressured. I mean, I'm just sort of drawing bad pictures. But thank you very much for your support, Win. I'll chat to you at some point. Yeah, thanks for tuning in while you could. And on your way out, sorry, see if you can sort of lure some people in. No, sorry, you retweeted it, so yeah, it's fine. My stutter has not been great recently. It's been firing up like in times like that where I just end up looking ridiculous. But yeah, thank you. I'm probably going to end up wrapping up soonish. I'd like to do a bit more Q&A stuff. What I might do first, before I do a few more questions, is I'm going to announce some things, or something. I've got one thing to announce. I was going to do two, but I didn't end up finishing the first one. But basically, Rewritten Destinies was a project I was doing for a while there. And sorry, I'm trying to I'm realizing I can't draw and talk at the same time. It was a project I had for a while where I was sort of doing a reimagining of the Bionicle story. I was sort of adjusting a few bits of lore here and there, cleaning up a few things, taking out some stuff that was only there to sort of sell toys. Like the fact that the toy had to get 6 masks each, and the fact that they crawled out of the canisters half assembled. Sort of the sort of stuff that just seems a bit weird because it was only there just to sort of service the toys. I was writing it for a while. I was posting it on Wattpad, but I sort of dropped off it for a while because I was like, I'd set myself a sort of a deadline. I was like, I'm going to post a new chapter every 2 weeks, and I sort of, because I was like, well, if I do that, then I'm definitely going to be posting all the time. But the thing is, when you set yourself a deadline like that, you find that you can't actually hit it all the time, but if you do, you sort of end up making something that you're not proud of, because you'd sort of do half a job on it, and it's not. What I ended up writing, I was just like, it's terrible. I'm not enjoying doing it. And I sort of went through a period there where I was like, why am I even doing it? If it's not good, if I'm not having fun, then no one's getting anything out of it. What's the point? So I was like, well, I'm going to do a new way. I'm rewriting the first chapter. I'm starting from scratch. And I'm going to do it without the deadlines. And then I never posted to it again. But now, I am massively overhauling it. I'm having way more fun writing it now. And I've made a few changes. And those few changes are: 1, I am not posting it to Wattpad anymore. I'm going to be posting it to AO3 because Wattpad is a bad app. I don't know. I don't really like Wattpad. And I've sort of seen some stuff, some snide remarks about Wattpad. I'm not really sure if there's a stigma attached to it, and I'm sort of afraid to go back in case it's the not cool place to post your fanfics, as if there's a cool place to do that. But most people sort of use AO3. I've seen it used a lot, so I've just recently started using it to post my new Rewritten Destinies. That's the first thing I'm changing. The second thing I'm changing I'm not doing it from 2001. Now the thing is, I love 2001. Obviously, like 2001 to 2003, they've got such a great sort of idea of the whole robotic beings or biomechanical beings in a tropical setting. Like, it's great. It's got this great sort of contrast between technological and natural. It's got this. It's really good and it really works. And I really like the story. I think it's really good. The whole thing about they wash up on the shore and they challenge the darkness. 6 heroes with one destiny. But I'm really burned out on 2001 to 2003 at the moment because there's so much stuff going on with that. I've tried to write about it twice, and so I've sort of just burned myself out. What's the point of doing a fan project if you're not enjoying it? So I decided I'm going to go back to 2004. I'm going to start it off from the Metro Numi saga. So that's sort of like the big change. I'm starting from the Metro Numi saga. I've got some stuff that I really like some different stuff in 2004 2005. Sort of expanding upon some stuff that they had set up in that sort of regions. I'm going to have a sip of my drink. That's good. But yeah, I'm sort of expanding on some stuff there. I've sort of got like some changes to some characters that I really like how it's coming along. And yeah, that's sort of basically the big things with Rewritten Destinies. The first 2 chapters are going to be available in like shortly after the stream goes out. I'm going to tweet about them. I'm going to tweet about them on my Bonk account and on my Rewritten Destinies account. The first 2 chapters, I'm still sort of I'm weighing up a few title ideas. I think chapter 1 is going to be called Journey into Mystery, and chapter 2 is going to be called The Mask Maker. And that's sort of, yeah. So there's going to be a bit of an introduction to the story. I'm really enjoying myself because I'm writing from a new place, new location, new characters, the soft reboot of the franchise before the other soft reboot that everyone hated. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. So yeah, that's my big change. No, my big announcement. So yeah, I'm going to tweet about that a bit later. And yeah, that's really cool. Thank you. So how have you been, Lemon? What's been going on? my solitary watcher. Just gotta be silent for a minute now. Just while I wait for a response. It's just for the people watching later. It's been a bit of a rough morning, but I've finally woken up. Yeah, I done it a bit early here, but yeah, it's late for me. So it's always hard to sort of get get the right time for everyone. My thing is I'm always like sort of fearful of doing something when people are watching me, and I think that's the reason why I'm sort of stressing out so much over this. What is essentially it's just a little doodle. It's like a caricature of Tahu. I'd like to sort of at least at least complete Tahu before I do finish this and go to bed. Sign up here. Oh, you sent me some progress. Yeah, well, look. Just to talk amongst yourselves, everyone. Where is Discord? Oh, that's awesome. I really like that. I was gonna. My first instinct was I was gonna hold it up to the camera, but then I was like, "Oh, probably shouldn't." It's just like it's a progress picture. But yeah, I really like that. So this is what I wish I could do, because I'm drawing like my little doodles here just from memory, and it's like I'm focusing on all the like the sort of the greebles and things, and I end up with things that are very detailed in specific areas and like vague in others. And I'm sort of working on making something that drawing in ways where it's like I'm not focusing on that sort of stuff, where I can sort of like let go and do something a bit more free and easy. Because like with yours with the how it's like you just got like the simple lines to do the gear bits, and it looks like it looks so good, and I'm trying to make mine like a really painstaking geometric shape. Yeah, I'm not trying to like fish for compliments. So thank you for the for the reassurance, but yeah, I'm just it's hard to draw. Drawing's hard, especially with these big dumb robots that I love. I mean, I know they're not robots, but I always talk about robots. I always say that they're bionicles, even though they're not. It's just that's the way. It's the way we as a community talk, and I'm glad that we've sort of more or less just decided that that's fine. That no one's correcting each other. This looks real weird. This is the thing about drawing from memory. I've got this song stuck in my head. The new Wombat song. What's it called? If You Ever Leave, I'm Coming With You, or something. I think that's what it's called. And it's been just playing on repeat in my head the whole stream. I've thought about like going to one of those like campsites to stream just so I could play copyrighted music, but I was like, better not. The thing is, I'm going for like a combination of like realistic geometric shapes and also just like silly little like almost details, like I'm doing like the X, like the X axle hole thing, and like a bit of like a thing, like a bit of a like that vague shape, but not really doing all the interior bits to make it look like an actual hole through. I'm listening to Summer Paradise, future funk, vaporwave, electronic mix. Whew, that's a lot of genre. What's the word? Adjectives. Summer Paradise. I'm thinking of Paradise by Coldplay. I've been listening to the radio at work the past few days. Triple J, Australia's premier youth something or other. I don't know what it is. So I've been listening to a lot of like indie stuff from like mostly from Australia, but also from like like the Wombats, like British. What's my 5 most recent songs? Yep. My Spotify, everyone. Ooh. But Energy by Stace Cadet and KLP. That's a good one. If You Ever Leave, I'm Coming With You by the Wombats. Death Stranding by Churches, because I just remembered that song. It's really good. Your Eyes by Peking Duck and Al Wright, and A Cure for Me by Aurora. Those are my 5 most recent additions to my liked songs. They're very good. Look at all these songs. This is all of my liked songs on Spotify. There's like 630 or something of them. Right down to the end. The first one that I've got on there is a song called Here Come the Girls by the Hilltop Hoods. I can't listen to it because it's been removed from Spotify. So it's like a blank link. I don't know what Spotify's deal is with like short-term contracts to music. Because like just let me listen to Here Come the Girls. It's a great song. I listened to a lot of Cry Club recently. I should stop. Yeah. But yeah, like so. Yeah, that's what I've been listening to recently. If anyone's interested, yeah, keep send some Q&A questions. If I'm honest, I really expected people to show up. So I was expecting like a flood of questions. My Spotify is a mess. I've been defaulting to SpongeBob music for the past month for no reason. I'm sure there's a reason. The reason is that it's good. Trying to shuffle around. I go back and forth usually between listening to music and listening to podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. My big ones are The Weekly Planet, The Little Dum Dum Club, Do Go On, Mostly Nitpicking, Baseless Speculation. Those 5 are probably like the big main ones. They're all quite good. They're all sort of about like either nerd things or like, you know, what would you say Do Go On's about? I don't know. But yeah, they're all quite good podcasts. If anyone's looking for a podcast, there's 5 of them. Nearly sort of finishing up these. It's a bit of Tahoe. I'm trying to make him a bit silly, just a bit goofy. His eyes are so munted. Who is your favorite tour martyr and why? That's a very complicated question. Because my first instinct is Kopaka. I find myself bouncing between Kopaka, Pahatu, and Gali. I think that something that holds me back from Pahatu is that I don't know how to properly say his name with my accent. Pahatu, Pahatu, Pohatu, Pohatu. Potato. I think it's just one of those names where it's like hard to say with a certain accent, like Americans say, and you get a bit like is it Pahatu? Is it Pohatu? I feel like Pohatu is like putting too much emphasis on the O. I'd probably say Kopaka because Kopaka was like. I say that Nakama Metru was my first Bionicle set because she's the first one I have memory of being in a store and seeing like I was in Kmart and I saw this massive shelf of like of all these tall Metru canisters. It probably wasn't that big, but I was like tiny, and I was like, whoa! And I got Nakama, and I just remember like kind of like the cracking open the canister and putting it together. But my firsts, I begin to wonder sometimes if my first is actually Kopaka Mata, because I had Kopaka Mata and like I bought him again on Bricklink when I first started using Bricklink and getting back into Bionicle, because like the old one was like so faded and like yellowed, and so I wonder if I got him when I was really young. In 2001, I would have been 1 year old until like right at the end when I turned 2. But yeah, I don't know. And I've always sort of had a connection to Kopaka being someone who is, who is autistic and finds themselves more often than not wanting to be alone than with others. But I also really like Pohatu as just this sort of chill guy. He's just a guy. Yeah. But then, recently I've started sort of gravitating more towards Gali as sort of like I know she's just like she's a really well written character. I think I've got to say Kopaka. Because I really do like him. I've every time I'm reading something and then Kopaka's there, I'm like, hell yeah. Time for some good stuff. Plus he got, that one of the best exchanges in any fiction, I think, the bit where he's talking to Pohatu and he says, I work alone, and Pohatu says, by choice, because no one can stand you. Like, that's it's such a good it's such a good sort of, like, immediately you understand both characters on a fundamental level. Like, you understand that Kopaka is a loner, he doesn't like people. You understand that Pohatu is like a cheery guy who's just going to make a joke. You understand that they sort of butt heads over being different in that way. And the fact that Kopaka sort of gives Pohatu the time of day after that happens shows that they are willing to sort of put that aside and work together. It's such a great interaction, and I really like those two and how they work together. And yes, Lemon, they are a great ship. I'm not sure if I ended up putting them on my gay Bionicle ships, like big post, but yeah, I love those two. So I'd probably say my favorite Tolmata is Kopaka. I think my ranking is Kopaka, Pohatu, Gali, Onua, Liwa, Tahu. And that's not to say I don't like Tahu. I think he's got like sort of a great arc over the course of Bionicle. And so does Liwa. But yeah, I just prefer the rest more. I think that, yeah, there's that bit in the 2008 comic, or maybe a book. There's a bit where Liwa I'm pretty sure it's a comic where Time was like, yeah, we're gonna go fight the Makuta, and if we die, that's fine. And Lee was like, yeah, I used to think like that, but that was an infected mask and a crime out to go. Like, we need help. Like, and to kind of show that, yeah, he was a bit of an idiot, but he's sort of moved beyond that, and he knows now when to ask for help. Like, that's, yeah, it's sort of, Bionicle's one of those franchises where its characters will kind of show up over and over again, and they will always grow. And that's like something that we sort of take for granted, but that's not always what happens with characters in these long-lived franchises, where usually when they show up 8 years later, it's because they've been rebooted. And Tahu and Leo, because yeah, I can see that. I think they would. I think the ideal ship is two characters who hate each other, and not to sort of like, not to glorify abusive relationships, but I mean like two characters who butt heads all the time but do ultimately respect each other. That's excellent stuff. And so that's why it works with Kopaka and Pohatu. That's why it works with Liwa and Tahu. That's why it works with Kongu and Hyuki. Who else does it work with? Who else? I'm trying to think of another person, another two people. I don't know. They have the best banter. They do have the best banter. I think that also, I think because Liwa and Pohatu are sort of often treated interchangeably as like the fun guy. And for that reason, Liwa also often has some pretty good banter with Kopaka. I have one interaction sort of story thing idea for. So I'm gonna have another drink. I'm really dry. Oh, jeez. For Lewa and Kopaka, that I was going to do in my Burrock Carl arc, which I intend to get to eventually. I'd like to do 2001, 2003 in Rewritten Destinies. I had this idea for them as like a sort of a bottle episode thing where they're pinned underground and they just sort of have this long conversation that lasts a whole chapter. I was sort of going to be like getting into the nitty-gritty of those two characters and the sort of fundamental differences and how they sort of first accepted this mission that is their life to save this island that they didn't even know of. The fact that they had to sort of wake up and immediately they were heroes and they had to be heroes. I kind of wanted to explore that with these two, kind of having a conversation about that. And I'd like to do that eventually, probably after the 2001, 2004, 2005 sort of stuff. But yeah, I probably will make that eventually. But yeah, it's just sort of an idea I have. Mata and Vakama. Yeah, there's another one. I think it's the perfect ship dynamic. I've said this one a lot, and I've gotten flack for it because people think it's a terrible one. But Mutran and Kyrox, like, tell me that's not perfect. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Kyrox. I've always said Kyrox. I used to say Chirox when I was very young. I'm just gonna double check that Kyrox is the pronunciation. Kyrox near me. What? Oh, chiropractor near me. That makes sense. Keyrox, of course. Why would anything make sense? Keyrox. Mutran and Keyrox, yeah. Chiriox. Yeah. I think those two work great together, and I've posted about that a few times. I remember someone posted a tweet that was like, "What's the best bionicle ship?" And it was like Hyuki and Marco, Jalda and Harley, someone else, and then Mutran and Keyrox, and I'd voted for that. And so someone else being like, "Who would even vote for Mutran and Keyrox?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." But yeah, I think those two are great. Sort of like the banter that they have. Good banter is the ultimate signifier for a good ship. Especially when it's banter that's just sort of them arguing. This is getting boring. The drawing? I'm getting bored of drawing. I've almost finished, and I'm just going to do some quick lines over the top, color it in, call it a night. This is terrible. I really don't like how this looks. I honestly might just give it up. I'm not going to post it to Twitter. Definitely not. I remember posting something to Twitter once. I've actually got the picture here, and my older sister. I've got two sisters. They're both older than me, but the older of the two painted me this picture of Tahu Nuva here years and years ago. My older sister painted that for me, and I posted it to Twitter one day like, "Hey, everyone, look at this thing my sister painted me once." And I got just like one comment that was like, "Looks unfinished. Looks good, but unfinished." And I was like, "Man, I don't even remember asking you." Like, it's just that sort of thing where you kind of go, like, you didn't need to say anything. Like, at no point did I say, if anyone wants to give some criticism to my sister's drawing that I really like, yeah, I don't know. It was like a real weird thing. I'm really roughing this up here. Again, this is all from memory, so I'm sort of. I guess that this is really where I start to realize how much Bionicle is ingrained into me, where I'm sort of doing all the greebles and like where the different bits are and how the gears look and where they run through. Bro, people are so rude. People are so rude. I've noticed that. I'm being, yeah, I don't know. Sort of that thing that makes you kind of hesitant to post. But I've got 1,000 followers and 999 of them are pretty good. So yeah, I think that's sort of like the big thing about 1,000 followers that I really think about, like, because people who aren't on Twitter or whatever kind of go, oh, it's just like a number. But I sort of picture it as like there is 1,000 people who want to know when I say something as soon as I say it. Like, that's crazy that there's 1,000 people who care what I have to say that much. And that really blows my mind. And I was really hoping there'd be more people here for me to do a big sort of thanks, everyone. But there's one person here, and that's one person who does properly care about me, and I'm thankful for that. There was 2 people who properly care about me. One of them had to leave. I'm not going to hold that against her. We've all got stuff to do. Not me, evidently. I'm drawing a picture. I'm getting a mess, like texts from my sister saying, "Are you done?" But yeah. She said initially that she wanted to pop in and like talk into the stream, but then she found out that I was going to be, I was going to have like the camera on, and she was like, "I'm not doing that." What if this leg just disappears in the flame? What if I draw a big fire there just to cover up the leg? Done. I think I'll probably post. I don't mind this. I probably might just not do the legs. I'm just going to quickly do some lines over the top of these lines, and then I'm going to color them in quick smart, because I am actually quite tired. What's the time? 12:38. 4. Now she's texting me again. Okay, well, when you are, I'm just thinking I catch the carrying to bed, please. Oh, well, I've got a job lined up for me for when I'm done. I've got to go and carry my nephew to bed. Good on me. I'm going to fix the eyes before I start doing the lines. Because I really don't like how I tried to do the eye holes. Shaky camera. Woo! Rave! Earthquake magnitude. Pop, pop. Do it a bit more angular. I really should have brought Tahu over just so I knew what I was doing. Angular here so they don't look like he's just got weird round human eyes. Giving the big rectangle eyes from the toys and from the animation, the Minogue animation. Who did the Minogue animation? Templar. The Templar sort of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that makes you go, wow, I'm a nerd. I know that the Minogue stuff was done by Templar, and I know that the CGI ads were done by Ghost. And who did the movies? That was produced by Miramax. Who's the animation studio? I don't know that. Oh no, I know the Tinseltown Toons did the 4th one. I don't know who did the first 3. There's a question. What's your favorite Bionicle movie? I really like I think Legend of Metro Nui might be my favorite. A few years ago, I said that my favorite was Web of Shadows. I do like Web of Shadows, but I think Legend of Metro Nui is my favorite. I've made the eyes worse. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that in a minute. Bring that around here. Up there. It's some Eastern company. They do a lot of animation nowadays, like Troll Hunters and Clone Wars. Really? Huh. Would not think that the people who did Mask of Light also did Clone Wars. I would not have guessed that. No one in Clone Wars has that weird section, like the weird abs way down on the bottom of their torso that all the Matoran in that movie have. The female characters in the Clone Wars don't have upside down torsos. I really felt like I'd like broke some news there when I discovered that they gave Gali an upside down torso piece for her movie model. It's such a weird thing for them to do. But then you see the the behind the scenes things of like the concept art for Rudaka. No, not Rudaka, for Nakama in Legends of Metro Nui. And they've got like a very sort of curvy woman's body, and then they've like drawn the armor over the top, and they're like, oh wow, you kind of go, oh, that's how you did it, is it? Oh, okay, maybe keep that to yourself. I asked them for the Bionicle assets, and they said no, and also they don't have them anymore. Oh, where'd the Bionicle assets go? Greg's got them. Damn it, Greg. But it's kind of strange. It's much easier to see what I'm drawing now. I'm going to bring up the stream again on my phone to see. Oh, 14%. Bloody heck. Where is... I googled Kanye Rest because I wanted to find that big copy-paste thing about Kanye Rest. Use Kanye Nest. You know that one. 1,000 followers, spectacular. Yeah. Yeah. You can sort of see it a bit clearer now. What if I put this here just for the whole live stream? I just got the live stream playing on the live stream. Look at it getting smaller and smaller. Look at it go. Yep, and then the finger pointed at it. Oh, good stuff. Look, everyone, the live stream. If you want to watch the live stream, just tune into the live stream, and the live stream will be on the live stream. Oh, good stuff. This is relatable content. That was dumb. I'm going to turn that off. I don't know why I marveled so much at that. But then again, my 2 hours picture that I posted was like, I just took a photo of myself. Sorry, I'm trying to scratch my back. I took a photo of myself while like in the bathroom with the mirror in the background, so you could see me taking a photo of myself in the background of me taking a photo of myself. And I was just like, yeah, that's good. Everyone's gonna love that. Like, everyone knows what mirrors are, Lowen. That's not impressive. You're not doing anything revolutionary. When I'm doing this sort of caricaturish, cartoony stuff, I like to do the cheek slashes just like completely across. Neck, big, thick neck. Boom, boom, boom. You got the axle bushing thing on the front. And across here. Wasn't someone working on like a fan movie for 2006? I remember seeing a trailer for that and it looks like incredible, but then I was also like, this is like a 1 minute scene that must have taken a year to animate. Like it was like Jala wearing a calyx, but it was like the movie model of him wearing like an inorganic calyx sort of thing, and there was I think Harley and an elder as well, and then it was like Bionicle 2006, and I was like, this looks amazing. This is everything I've ever wanted. This is what I thought it was going to be. Well, this is everything. I remember when in 2009 they announced, they're making another Bionicle movie, and being a 9-year-old, I was like, oh man, they're finally making a 2006 movie. Like, no, why would they? Why would they make a movie that advertised the toys of 3 years ago? They were just very small test animations, and they didn't plan on making a whole movie. Oh, well, that's disappointing. I would have liked to see that. I know that there's fan stop motion movies. I've heard good things, but I've never sat down and watched them. The ones that's like where what's it called? The thumbnail is like Matoro with the Igniter on, and I'm like, spoiler alert. I've heard people kind of going, yeah, they're good, but I don't know. I'm always sort of iffy on stop motion stuff where people say that they're good, but I see it and I just think of the Adventures of Jella from those things from years ago. I have a very vivid animation. Jesus Christ, a very vivid memory of being in 2006, and I was always wanted to go and get Bionicle sets, and I used to watch this video over and over of these two like late teens, early 20s guys going on a hunt to find Toa and Nika sets, and they each had a Tarakava, and they walked around like carrying them, like walking to the stores carrying them. But the weirdest part of the video was before they left for the stores, they got the Tarakava out of the door of their fridge. Like they were like, all right, we're going hunting, you better go and get the Tarakava. And they went to the fridge and opened it, and the Tarakava were each sitting on the shelves in the door. And it was, I don't remember anything else about the video, but it was so weird. If anyone watching this later remembers that, or if you'd let me remember that, pop up now. But if people watching this later remember that, DM me on Twitter and be like, yeah, I remember that too, and possibly pass a link over if you can find it. But yeah, it's this really vivid memory that I have, and it's part of the reason why I love the Tarakava, because they always had this very sort of they had like this tactile vibe of like, because you see the manas, the crab ones, and you kind of go, yeah, those are cool, like like the remote control, that's awesome. But I always saw the Tarakava and I was like, man, you can like, because they're essentially just a giant handle because you hold them from the midsection, and they just seemed like there's such cool things, and that's why I got them as soon as I could when I started Bricklink buying again. Used to make stop animations with Lego. I did want to get into stop motion for a bit. I never got around to it because I'm lazy. I used to watch heaps of animations. I used to watch the Forest Fire 101. The guy who did all those Lego Batman animations. I used to love those things as a kid. But the only Forest Fire 101 thing anyone ever remembers is that he also made the duck song. And everyone remembers that instead of his, what I thought at the time was hilarious, his ad for Butter Menthols with the interrogation scene from The Dark Knight recreated with Lego minifigures. And in the ad, it turned out that the whole reason Batman was so angry was that, and the reason he had that voice was because his throat was sore. And after the Joker gave him a Butter Menthol, Batman no longer cared where Rachel was. It made me laugh so much, and it still makes me laugh now. It's funny. But yeah, no one remembers that. Everyone just remembers the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and said to the man who was running the stand, "Hey, you got any grapes?" Which, to be fair, iconic. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of that kind of stuff. Simpler times. I've done that whole arm now. Now I'm going back up. You've said yeah. The thing about the chat delay is that I don't know what you're referring to when you say yeah. Not sure what you're agreeing with. Did you also like Forest Fire 101? Do you remember the video of the Tarakava guys taking them out of the fridge? um, across there. Trying to finish this up soon. I don't know, I'm just over here listening to music and trying to do line work. I don't really. I don't draw. I'm not enough of a drawer to do like proper line work. I just start drawing. Before you properly draw, I should put in the work. Do your outlines and you. I do have a thing in here somewhere. I don't want to flick through pages in case something comes out, something secret. The secret things we were discussing. But I started trying to draw people and it didn't pan out. I don't even know if it's even visible on the cam. Wrong side. But yeah, I'd like to draw more. The thing is, I like having a drawing, but I don't like drawing. I don't like the actual work, and I feel like that's a problem. I don't have a work ethic. I don't know. Slightly visible. Oh, that's good. I'm glad when things are slightly visible. Add the third dimension there. Do the big semicircular hand. It's starting to rain. And this across here. Let me get up there. Can you hear the rain? Probably not. Probably stop it at his midsection. And now I'm just going to quickly colour him in. Where are my colours? The pen bag is a little place where no one keeps their textures. Pen bag, baby. Where's my black texture? That's brown. Black. Pink. Try to find grey. Yeah. I don't have a grey texture. That's unfortunate. I'll just use the pencil. That's fine. Oh, the eyes. Didn't do the eyes. He's doing the eyes. Here we go. Big rectangle. Big Templar rectangle. That's what we like. We don't like the weird round eyes of the movies. Here's my weird affectation with the textures. I also don't do shading because I'm lazy. And because textures, like I've got like one red. So I can't do the inside of the mask a different color. At the top there. Itchy nose. I should probably talk about something else. What should I talk about? Give me a subject. Lemon, what should I talk about? Cuttlefish. I don't really have an opinion on cuttlefish. I'm not even really sure what it is. I know it's a kind of fish. I know that you give cuttlefish some things to birds for them to sharpen their beak on. I've been I don't know what to talk about. I've been watching some Futurama recently, because I recently caught an episode on TV, and I was like, man, I forgot how good this show is. And it's all on Disney Plus, so I've been watching back through that, and up to like season 3. And yeah, it's such a good show. I forgot how good it is. Like, so I recently watched the the one with the worms in Fry's body, and it's like the episode ends with Fry picking up the holophoner and starting to learn how to play it on his own without the worms, and he makes Layla's face, and that's why I kind of went, oh, that's like the first thing that Futurama became famous for. The sort of really because it's like a comedic show, and then just like the really gut wrenching, like emotional endings, either really happy or really tragic. Like the episode with the dog outside the pizza place who waited there for Fry for years, and the episode that I always remember is the one where Fry traded hands with the robot devil so that he could play the holophoner, and he ended up making the trade to give them back, so that Leela wouldn't be forced to marry the robot devil, and because of that he could no longer play the holophoner. And then the episode ends with him sort of sad, and then Leela staying there and wanting to hear him play the holophoner on his own. It's like, and she's like, I wanted to hear it, and then he starts playing it, and it's just this really nice ending, and I'm really excited for that episode again. It's just such a good show. It's one of those shows that I can really gush about because I just love it so much. What's my favorite episode, I wonder? I don't know what my favorite is. It honestly might be the one where he swaps hands with the robot devil. Because, yeah, it's just such a good one. I like the one where Bender gets washed up on that island with all the other robots, and he turns himself into like a wooden robot. If for no other reason than it introduces one of my favorite characters on the show, Cartridge Unit. Which, for those who might be watching later who haven't seen the episode, Cartridge Unit is a robot who carries around a satchel full of like little cassette tape things, which he can't talk normally. He just has a bunch of cassettes that he plugs into his chest, and then he plays the whatever audio is on it. And there's a bit where Bender makes a remark about him, and he rummages around in the bag and pulls out a cartridge that says snap your response, and he plugs it in and just looks up and says, your mother. It's just a really good joke. I like it. Honestly, there's like a bunch of other like jokes that I'm picking up on that I really like the one where Fry where Leela says that there's a soda that's made of people called Soylent Cola, and Fry says, oh, how's it taste? And she says it varies from person to person. That's really good. It's just one of those quick things that they move past shortly after saying that, but then you go, no, hang on, you can linger on that. That's funny. Like, you could get a bit more out of that. You don't have to move on so quickly. There was another one. I can't remember what it was. What is it? I don't remember. But yeah, it's just a really heartfelt and funny and great show, and everyone should watch it. So everyone go out there and watch Futurama. I'm intending on going back through all 10 seasons. I remember the episode. There's that episode where, what happened? I can't remember what it was, but it was like Fry got sent way forward in time, and Leela left him a message in the dripping stalactites of a cave. I don't really remember the episode, but it was a really good one. What's another episode I remember? I'm just talking about episodes of Futurama I like now. Episodes that I remember that I haven't rewatched yet. What's a good one? Thing is, it's all quite good. Usually, like if you put on an episode, you're not going to be like, "Oh, it's this one," because the one that I watched that got me back into it, like to go into rewatch it, was where Bender and Hermes went on a mission to track down Inspector Number 5, who was the inspector who approved Bender despite the fact he had a fatal system flaw, and and it was just like this really funny episode for the most part, and then it ends in this really emotional montage, which sort of like it's like the perfect Futurama episode because it's like really funny for 90% of the right at the end. It makes you cry. And I think that's, yeah. It's a shame Disenchantment was really lackluster. Yeah, I've not heard good things about Disenchantment. I've not watched it mostly because everything I heard was like, yeah, it's not great. Yeah, it's disappointing because I'm pretty sure I saw that Briggs was a writer on it, and I really like Briggs. I think he's like a great rapper and he's really funny. But yeah, and I sort of saw all this stuff that was like, yeah, it's man, coloring that the wrong color. Oh, it's fine. We'll cut off anyway. Yeah, I saw all this stuff that was like, yeah, it's just not very good. I thought, well, I probably won't watch it then. Yeah, and yeah, and The Simpsons also a really good show, but that's sort of obvious. Like everyone sort of talks about how I mean, it's not as good as it was. Um, I know there's like the rare, like really good episode nowadays, but yeah, for the most part, the general consensus is that like, um, uh, the general consensus is that it's seasons 3 to 10 are like the good ones, and everything else is just ignore that. um, and I think like the whole, sorry, my arm is dying. Uh, that that episode, that like that one scene where Principal Skinner invited Superintendent Chalmers around for lunch, and that's sort of become like a big meme nowadays. But it was like a really funny bit for so long, and it was just like this 3 or 4 minute scene that sort of now like ballooned into this huge like internet meme that like everyone's sort of adding their own sort of things to it and like changing it around, and it's like yeah, but it's like it's only recent despite the fact that episode is like 20 years old. That sort of shows the staying power of The Simpsons. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of hiccups now. Nearly done. How am I going to do the hand joints? I was colored in all black. Who cares about the details? Not I. The funny thing is, I added Futurama. Like I just started watching Futurama, and my coworker is very frustrated by that fact because he's been trying to get me to watch, like, to finish off the Clone Wars and then watch the Bad Batch, which I've heard nothing but good things about, like the later seasons of the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch and stuff. But I just keep putting it off. Like I was like, yeah, I'll watch the Clone Wars, and then I watched the whole 2015 Muppets sitcom because that's all on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it, watch that. It's great. It made me. It made me really appreciate the Muppets, and I'm thinking of becoming a Muppets fan. Um, there's some great. There's an episode in there. I forget what it's called. It's like episode 11 or something, and it features a scene where what's his name, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, does the best acting I've ever seen him do, where he plays himself after he's sharked a bunch of the Muppets at a game of poker, and he does this big rant about acting, and it's so great. It is like because he was like pretending the whole time that he didn't know how to play, and then he pulls out a really good hand, and I forgot. I think it was Pepe was like, "What was that?" And he says, "That was acting. That's what." What was he? He says like that's what how I did he win an Oscar? I think he said won an Oscar, and that's how I won an Oscar for playing Bruce Willis, playing himself in the past or the future or something. I don't know. I didn't really understand the plot, but people don't care about plots. You know what people care about? Acting. It's a really good scene. So yeah, watch that if you can. Or I mean, it's on Disney Plus. It's like 13 episodes. Never got a season 2. Ends on a cliffhanger, unfortunately. That annoys me when the show only gets one season and ends on a cliffhanger. Like, did you have to? Like, yeah. No. All right, I'm going to take a little photo of this, and I'm going to post it to Twitter and be like, "Thanks to the 2 people who tuned in." Actually, what I might do, I'll do these ones. It's how you draw teeth. Draw 2 little lines at the ends of a white mouth. Symbiotic Titan much? What does that mean? What does symbiotic Titan much mean? It ended on a major cliffhanger. What's yeah, I don't know what, but yeah, but what's really good show? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, okay. I've not heard of it. That always annoys me when something ends on a cliffhanger, like Bionicle. There we go. I brought it back. I'm really honestly surprised that Greg hasn't sort of continued it in some way, or like I know he probably can't for whatever reason, but like seems like the kind of thing he would have fought to do. Or not fought, but he would have tried to do somehow. Microphone. Yeah. So yeah, that's the stream. Oh, I'm very tired. Doing this for 2 hours and 14 minutes. Oh. That was fun. Thank you very much for tuning in. I think you were the only person watching at the moment, Lemon. So thank you very much for that. I had a good time. So just chatting to you. Yeah, I'm gonna go carry my nephew from the couch to bed, and then I'm gonna go to bed myself because I am so tired. I got to get a haircut. Look at that. Which hairdressers were open? Yeah. So goodbye to people watching on YouTube. I don't think anyone probably will, but if you are, goodbye. Thank you very much for tuning in, Lemon. It's been awesome hanging with you, and yeah, good night. Good night, everyone, and end the stream.